promised to every single one of you, I'll be doing a live stream, but I wanted to get all your match reaction as I try to reply on most of my videos. I thought obviously I'd do a live stream again because I love doing my last live stream anyway. As always, if there's any problems with the live stream, please do let me know in terms of lag and all that, and lighting and all that. Keep me updated. But thank you very much, everyone. Thank you for joining me. You Never Walk Alone 1988. Thank you very much for joining me, mate. Tom, you absolute legend, as always, fella. Stuart, alright, fella. And if you're new around here, join the family as well. But I'll get this show cracking on anyway. But it's your show, really. I just thought I'd come on speaking to you, really. So, or every single one of you just drive to debate, and we can all talk about yesterday's match, and obviously we can go on a bit of a tangent, really, in terms of obviously other Premier League news in which we'd like to talk about, and the two results that went for us, and two fantastic results today. So LFC is my religion. Hi, buddy. Thank you very much, mate, for joining. Hopefully every single one of you is enjoying your Sunday. Hopefully had a quality Sunday roast. My mum done a lovely one for me, but hopefully you're enjoying that anyway. But yeah, everyone, hi mate, Dr. White, alright fella, how you doing? Is everyone having a decent Sunday morning, night, wherever you are in the world? Let me know what you've been up to. Did anyone obviously watch the City-Chelsea game just before we start off? What a very boring game that was. Obviously, I think Chelsea, don't think even registered a shot on target. You look at Man City and Pep Guardiola's record, and that 1-0, in terms of their record, you see it, and it's loss against us. Obviously, we beat them at Anfield. City, absolutely ridiculous, and I think Chelsea give them too much respect. I think with Willian and obviously a couple of Fabregas, Chelsea's got a decent team. They should have really got at City, but that was a very boring game in terms of watching that today, wasn't it? But it's created a gap for Liverpool. I think it was 7 points now, in terms of Liverpool from second to obviously it was fifth. So us between Chelsea, that's a 7 point gap, in which is very fantastic for us because it gives us a bit of comfort in terms of obviously if we do, hopefully touch wood we don't, but if we do drop any silly points, really that helps us out a lot, because I think rightly so. Let me know. I think we've got Chelsea coming to Anfield as well, so it's very important that we can create that gap, and the gap is there now. So Arsenal, it's sad. Oh, whoops a daisy. Apologies, everyone. It's very sad what's happening to Arsenal, because I've always been under the influence. I really liked Arsenal as a football club growing up, the way in which they're all about as a model as a football club, getting the finance and all that. But there's times when you need to change your manager, and for me as a Liverpool fan, I always looked at Arsenal, Joe, when we had Rafa, and when we got rid of Rafa, I think at that period of time, Arsenal hadn't won a trophy for about 5 to 7 years, around the tenure in which Rafa Benitez left the football club. So I always felt Arsene Wenger should have went when Rafa went, really, because those FA Cups have very much tainted, obviously, they very much give Arsene Wenger a little boost anyway. But yeah, everyone get involved. Let me know in terms of yesterday's game. We can all talk about what we all thought about yesterday's fantastic 2-0 win against obviously the Toon Army. So get involved in that, mate. Stuart, so excited about the end of the season, Jack, mate, and how good we are going to be in next season. Obviously, Stuart, it's absolutely fantastic, mate, and I bet you, like many of us, me, you, every single one of us that are Liverpool fans, we haven't seen Liverpool play this well, in terms of, like, everyone is fully on board, and obviously Jurgen Klopp's vision for the football club, but us from inside being fans, we can see what Jurgen Klopp is building, and I think the outside of the Premier League, they can't really, it's us against the rest of the Premier League, innit? Because obviously when Liverpool play well, no one hardly talks about us. Obviously if it's United or a Chelsea or a City, they're very much up the backside of them in terms of, but with Liverpool, keep on winning, that's all we need to do. And obviously City's ridiculous run this season, mate, it give turn a couple of those draws. I know you could say that to everyone in terms of if you turn a couple of draws, you could very much be in there. But it's the facts are there. If Liverpool could maybe even half the games in which we've drawn, we could very much be right behind Manchester City in terms of this title race. But obviously, we drew too many games this season, and I think that's something to look at in terms of obviously next season, Stuart. How we can transition like those results into wins. That's how we become champions, isn't it? It's that, like getting those 1-0s, 1-1s, making them into like a 1-0 grind and win in terms of getting 3 points. Because I think when we develop that stage and transition and getting that solely match basis, that's when we will eventually become the Premier League title winners in Liverpool. Every fan around the Premier League laughs at Liverpool, going, "No, it's always our year." But when Naby Keita comes into this midfield, I tell you what, Jürgen has got a very, very difficult job on his hands picking those midfielders. But how many times over the last, it's been ages, we used to be able to pick between, we had Poulsen in our midfield with Joe Cole, Milan Jovanovic and all that. That's how far we've come on in terms of the quality in Liverpool's team. We're nowhere near those years, but we've moved on so much. But in terms of Jürgen Klopp's policy, mate, Stuart, thank you very much for the comment, fella. And thank you very much, everyone, for leaving comments. I'll come back to them as well. In terms of his policy and bringing players in, it has. You just have to look at Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain yesterday. His performances under the guidance of Jürgen Klopp, as I said in my post-match, he's only been at the football club a couple of weeks, and you can see the vast improvements in Ox's quality. It helps when, no disrespect to Wenger, but Jürgen Klopp is solely when he was at Mainz and when he was at Dortmund. That's why FSG brought Jürgen Klopp in, because they knew, given his background at Mainz and later on in Dortmund, he brought young players in, whether that was like, they were very much like £1 million buys, but like look at Lewandowski when when Dortmund brought him in, I think it was £1 million, and he brought him in and he become a 90, £100 million striker. But at Liverpool, there's no doubt, and he could shop around, but there's no Jürgen Klopp's policy and his backroom staff. They look at players, they identify them, and they're like, right, we want them, and they're not risking their transfer budget in terms of the players. Jürgen Klopp, 90% of the signs Jürgen Klopp has made, touch wood, have paid off. If you look at Karius, everyone was given hatfuls, even me. I was like, ooh, what's he done? But he come in, broke his hand, obviously punching Dejan Lovren in the pre-season game. He didn't have the best of starts in terms of his career, but like we're seeing over the last couple of weeks, and even yesterday against Newcastle, if David De Gea saves that, that'll be basically replayed on Sky Sports News for the next 24 hours and possibly even week, because Sky Sports love Manchester United, don't they? So, but yeah, thank you very much, Stuart. I'm so excited, and I bet every single one of you are. It's going to be an exciting season next season, but we need to finish off the job of obviously getting top four, but getting as high as possible. I'd love us to finish second, because some of the football we've been playing, and Mohamed Salah, apparently before he even come to Liverpool, he couldn't even finish. So it's remarkable if Mohamed Salah could finish all of his chances, and I think I looked at his stats today, he's got like 8 assists, and if you take away his assists and add them to his goals, he'd be on 32 Premier League goals already. So if Salah was a bit more greedy in terms of his being in front of goal, I'll tell you what, it'd be on 32 goals, and that'd be absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, basically, let's look at your comments, everyone. Just leave them there. Yeah. But yeah, Arsenal game, just from Tom. Well, thank you, Stuart. Thank you very much for leaving your comments. Arsenal game was some crack. Don't know how AW can hold on after that rubbish today. Arsene Wenger, obviously, in terms of Tom, we started off the show, obviously. Arsenal's result today was Brighton. Shout out to Brighton, because I think they're like 10th in the Premier League now, aren't they? everyone expected them to be going down. But Chris Hughton, obviously, yeah, when he was at Newcastle, I really rated him. I felt they sacked him far too early on at Newcastle, but it was a mad game on it, everyone. Tom, thank you very much for your comment, fella. Paul, thank you very much, La. Jack, do you think Karius is a #1 keeper? I like his progress. Clean sheets can't be beat. Obviously, Paul, thank you very much, mate. There's a mad stat getting banded around, isn't there, mate? And a lot of you have probably noticed it anyway, in terms of when you look at Karius. I think Liverpool have only, probably might be slightly wrong, but I think he's only lost one game in which he's played for Liverpool. In terms of Liverpool losing games, I think that's in Europe as well, which is ridiculous. For me, you could always improve every position. You could even improve Mohamed Salah's position, but we're not going to improve him. But you can't ask any more from Karius in which he's currently doing, because he's doing what he's done. He's getting paid to do. But if that rise continues, mate, and a lot of views, we could do with bringing another keeper in. But for me, Karius, if he continues that, I'd make him first team starter, everyone. But thank you very much, Paul. What do you think, mate? Get in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Would you have him as your #1? Everyone, there's been a lot of talk of obviously Alisson or any other goalkeepers around Europe, but Karius' current form, let me know. Everyone get in the comment section below in terms of Karius' performances. But yeah, nice one for that. Calvin, alright fella, thank you very much for joining the live stream, mate. If everyone's just tuned in now, we're just talking about obviously the Newcastle game and bits and bobs in the Premier League. Obviously, the 7-point gap in which Liverpool have made already, which is fantastic, from 5th to 2nd now. But if everyone get in the comment section below and I get to you, anything related to obviously Liverpool Newcastle game as well yesterday, or even if you want to talk about the Manchester United game, which is coming up very soon in terms of that. Liverpool is my religion. Who is your player of the season so far, Jack? LFC religion. Thank you very much, mate. Quasi question, and I'll hit that back at you, mate, as well. So I'll leave your player of the seasons down there already. Obviously, we're nowhere near finished, but for me, it's only going to be one man in it. It's Mohamed Salah. He's hit the ground running in terms of when he comes from Roma. I don't know why everyone's really surprised in which the impact of Mohamed Salah's had at Liverpool. When you look at his 2 seasons, it's Haaland, Max. Sorry, mate, I've completely butchered that, but thank you very much, mate, for joining. Hope you're having a quality night. But yeah, in terms of when everyone looks at Mohamed Salah's 2 seasons at Roma, and obviously the stint he had at Fiorentina, just when Chelsea loaned him out to Italy, he was getting goals especially from a wide position. Obviously, he plays like a more or less a attacking striker, but maybe like a right forward. But he's got the possibility of obviously switching wings anyway. But I was absolutely buzzing on the impact. No one. And I tell you, absolutely no one, not even Jurgen Klopp and the people that brought Mohamed Salah into the football club, would have even expected this ridiculous start, because it's amazing to actually watch a player of that ability play in the Premier League, but it's even better when they play for Liverpool Football Club, isn't it, mate? But yeah, thank you very much, mate. Everyone, get involved. Who's your player of the season? I think he is obviously say Salah, but if anyone's got any different shouts, let me know. And a close second, it's an hard one. It's between, for me personally, Bobby Firmino and Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain. I think talking about impacts at the football club, even though the Ox coming in January, but for me, he's played absolutely fantastic. Can't ask for anything more, really. But yeah, thank you very much, mate. Everyone, get involved in the comment section below. I will be reading most of your comments out. Talk about anything Liverpool related and even a bit of banter, because obviously Arsenal and Chelsea lost. Well, thank you very much, everyone. Do you think, Tom, thank you very much, Lara. Why do you think he played Chan with 8 cards? In my opinion, it was a bit risky, and he's really need him for the Manchester United game. Was he on 8, mate? That was risky, wasn't it? But I think it just shows the belief and confidence Jurgen Klopp has installed in you in Emre Can. Whether or not Emre is going or he's leaving, going or he's leaving, same thing. If he's staying or if he's going, you can see the confidence Jurgen's got in his ability and the trust that goes down. That comes down to really his trust in terms of him and his midfield. Because as I said in my video yesterday, if no one's watched it, I was a bit surprised, Tom, as well. I bet you were, and every single couple of yous were as well. Emre Can and Henderson, they're very similar players in terms of their ability on the ball and even off the ball. But I felt, for me personally, Tom, mate, I felt he was testing out for obviously the Manchester United game, because I can very much see that midfield being the Manchester United midfield, and even possibly the whole team selection there. Because I think a couple of us mentioned in after the post-match reaction in the comments, where a couple of us were saying even give Nathaniel Klein a run out against, if possible, against the Porto, because the quality of Nathaniel Klein is fit at the minute. He just needs game time, because when Nathaniel Klein comes back, you've got Joe Gomez, Trent, and obviously Kleiny vying for the right-back positions. It's a headache in which any manager wants, and especially when you've got players of that quality coming into your team, that's even better. Scout Gaming, hello Jacqueline. Hey, alright fella, how you doing? A question for you all. So everyone, he's posed this question to all yous, not just me. Do any of you... oh, that's a bit mad. I want his questions, he put to you all. I want Alisson Becker. Personally, would everyone else still want Alisson Becker? Obviously, he's talking about the Roma goalkeeper. For me, mate, I've watched him a bit. Not to say I've watched him a whole lot, but when I have watched him, I think it was only a couple of games. He's a very much commanding, tall fella, as I've already said, but he's a player of very good quality. And if Liverpool were to bring him in, it'd be very much improving in the goalkeeping situation, because at most world class teams, they have two very good goalkeepers at the disposal. Whether you bring them in or it helps with the competition. Mignolet looks 100% like he's going in the summer. I think that's very much evidence in which Jurgen has give Karius the #1 shirt and said, right, you're playing to the rest of the season. But mate, I'd go for Alisson still, but I wouldn't say he'd very much push Karius out, even if he did sign Alisson or any other goalkeeper. Karius, as we've seen yesterday against the Newcastle and against West Ham, he's popped up at the right moments and he's delivered in terms in which that's what we need when you're in goal. So, Holland Jack, watch your Porto 11. Oof, that's an hard one, mate. Right, I'd go with Karius in goal again. Virgil van Dijk. Matip I bring back in. Kleiny maybe, possibly, if he's fit, just to give him game time, because you're winning 5-0. If he's not fit, obviously start Trent again, because it's a key thing about momentum in football. You look at the back of result. I think we're the top of the form guide in terms of, I think we got 19 points. We're top, obviously, in the Premier League in terms of run of games and form and the fixture guide. Trent, right back. Moreno, I give a run out. Give Robbo a little rest. Obviously, he's got the Manchester United game coming up. Midfield, I'd run out Milner, Emre Can again, Adam Lallana, and obviously I'd play Salah, because don't drop Mohamed Salah. You don't drop your informed players. They'd be hungry for even more goals. I'd possibly drop Bobby Firmino, give Dom Solanke a little run out, and even possibly drop Mane for Danny Ings if possible. But because it's no disrespect to Porto, but you are winning 5-0 in a European fixture, and if any of them, touch wood, hopefully weren't to pick up injuries, you'd be absolutely fuming, because if any of them come out of the game when we're winning 5-0 and one of them picked up an injury, you're like, what? It's pointless. But yeah, so that'd be my team, mate. Thank you very much for the comment, fella. Man of the match, if anyone's missed it and joined now, I asked for obviously your Player of the Year. If you didn't, so I think I'd know who he is. I'll pick. But if anyone, I picked Mohamed Salah, obviously. Or if anyone has got any other people that you want to put into the race of obviously Player of the Year already. Obviously, we've still got another like 10, 12 games to go in the Premier League. But that is Tom's Player of the Year at the minute. He's a right forward, Jack. If Jorginho is coming in, then good riddance to MA Scouts Gaming. Thank you very much, mate, for the comment. Tom goes on to say, obviously, Mo Salah, he's picked for first. Bobby Firmino, his second. And Trent is obviously third with Alex Cube Chamberlain. I love what he's done there. He's gone with his fourth. So, yeah. LFC is with my religion. I like Hendo, but I can see him holding down his place next season. We will have too much quality in the team. Yeah, obviously, it's going to be very difficult for Hendo, mate. And we mentioned at the beginning of the show, Jordan, he's going to be facing a huge battle, as you just mentioned there, because Naby Keita, MHN, if he does sign a contract, but Jorginho, there's been a lot of talk about the Brazilian and the Italian possibly coming in. Although Henderson's one that does divide opinion, but he's Liverpool captain. And Jurgen Klopp very much does like him. He loves his character. Oh, don't like that word. Brendan Rodgers. Bringing back nightmares. Character. Apologies, everyone. But yeah, it's going to be very difficult, mate. What do you see for him? LFC is my religion, or anyone. Where do you see, obviously, Hendo's position lying in the next 12 months? Do you see him possibly still being at the football club? For me, I'd keep him because I wouldn't keep him as a starter, but I'd keep him round the football club. Especially, you look at him and James Milner, the players in which you've got like the character. Like I know I keep on saying the Rafa word character, but they do. You need players like that round the dressing room, and it's very important and key that you have those players in and around your first team setup, because the young players that are coming through, Trent, they need to look to someone. Obviously, Henderson, Milner, they're very key professionals, but you look at Naby Keita, he'll be the first name on the team sheet in that midfield. A fully fit Adam Lallana next season, is very much vying for that first team position in midfield as well. And Emre Can, or even if we do bring in a new central defensive midfielder, it's going to be key. But everyone, let me know your thoughts on Jordan Henderson. Where do you see his future in the next 12 months? But as we seen yesterday, it was very much it was a difficult game. Obviously, coming up against his rivals, his home side. Obviously, he grew up a Sunderland fan. He doesn't like Newcastle, does he? But he very much handled it as you would expect. But yeah, thank you very much for the comment. Tom said to Scouts Gaming, yes, Alison Becker with the okay emoji. Thank you very much, mate. Ryan, thank you very much for commenting. Everyone get involved in the comment section below. Imagine Naby and Jorginho together. That'd be absolutely quality. I've seen a lot of Naby Keita's play, but I'm not going to sit here and lie to you that I've said, oh yes, I've watched I've watched Jorginho play about 50 matches this season. But it's from the YouTube highlights, he looks decent enough, Jorginho, doesn't he? But Naby Keita, I'm so excited. I haven't been this excited to see a player coming to Liverpool Football Club for a very, very long time, because you look what he's doing in the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga is very much a physically fit league, and he will have no problem with adapting. But I think it was one question I'll pose to you, every single one of you, is how do you feel Naby Keita would deal with you look at his red card situation in the Bundesliga, and he's been sent off so many times whilst he's been at RB Leipzig. But does anyone think that'd be a problem in the Premier League in terms of maybe him possibly picking up far too many red cards in the Premier League? I don't know. But I said to me mate, I think I batted it back at him. I said, I don't know if I don't watch RB Leipzig a lot, but Liverpool, you're looking at their possession game. Naby Keita will be doing a lot more forward thinking in terms of his attacking play. He very much won't be winning the ball back as much. His mindset should be getting the ball and driving on, in terms of it. The second nature to his thinking will obviously be putting in a tackle when Liverpool lose the ball, but the legs in that midfield, in terms of if we did bring in Jorginho, he's another small, nimble player. And obviously, Adam Lallana, if he's fully fit next season, he gets into my starting 11, Adam Lallana, because he's very much everything that a Jurgen Klopp player would be. And when we have watched Liverpool, the best Liverpool performances have been when the gegenpress has been set from the absolute get-go and the tempo has been 100% like right in your face. And it does show evidence in which, when you did look at Dortmund when they were going to the Champions League final, going to Champions League semi-finals with under the tenure of Jurgen Klopp, the attack and press, and that's what Liverpool need to do to challenge next season, is very much with the bringing in Naby Keita. I think that very much he will set the tempo along with Adam Lallana or whoever plays in that midfield. That midfield is going to be key. You look at obviously Kante when Chelsea won the league, you'd always have that one midfielder in the central areas. Even look at the amazing Manchester United teams that did win the Premier League, and obviously look at City when they have won the league. Leicester, Mahrez, Drinkwater, Kante and Drinkwater. The key to their challenge of winning that league title was those two in midfield. And Kante, the season after when he won the Premier League, you look at those type of players, small, nimble, ball-winning midfielders. But when you look at Naby Keita, he's a ball-playing midfielder with the ability to win back possession of the ball. And I think that's so exciting to see a player with that ability of his attacking play, like going up the other end of the pitch, but his defensive ability as well. He seems like an all-round midfielder, and I'm absolutely buzzing for that, mate. But thank you very much for your comment, fella. Everyone get involved. How do you feel about Naby Keita? The prospects of seeing him in a red shirt, I cannot wait, as I've just said then. But Smelioto, thank you very much, mate. Prediction for the United game. Everyone, let me know your predictions for the United game, everyone. But for me, mate, thank you very much for the comment. It's going to be a tight one. I don't know what Mourinho or what United will turn up obviously at Old Trafford, because you don't know. They obviously could park about 10 double-decker buses at Old Trafford. But for me, we play our game. We're second in the league. I know United could take us over if they win the game tomorrow night against the Palace, but Liverpool aren't second in the table for the second in the table for a reason, and we should not sacrifice our attacking game and our attacking threat for the sake of, we're away from home. We'll go absolutely steamrolling into Old Trafford, and we've got the joint top goal scorer at the Premier League in Mohamed Salah being the top goal scorer, joint top goal scorer. But I'd go absolutely at Manchester United, because if you're looking in terms of United and their fans, even me, a couple of my mates, I have got Manchester United mates, and like when I speak to them, I do wind them up. I make sure to wind them up. They wind me up, but it doesn't work. I just go, you got Mourinho as your manager. But yeah, when they do watch Manchester United, they do not like the style of play they play at home. Very much a board, and it's when I spoke to couple mates Carl and that, they do look at City and as do most Premier League teams, but the way in which United style of play compared to obviously Liverpool's and Manchester City's, every football fan in the world football, or even the Premier League, there's no better way to win football matches than the way Liverpool and City are winning football matches, and that's fast flowing, attacking football. And obviously, he said there's been some matches this season. David De Gea does save Manchester United most of the time. 9 times out of 10, he pulls an absolute worldie. But for me, mate, to conclude, I prediction, I'd go for a 2-1 Liverpool. I'd be happy, very happy with a 1-0, but I highly doubt it'd be a 1-0. I could possibly see it being a 0-0, because it wouldn't surprise me if Jose Mourinho just absolutely parked the bus, as he likes to do, mate. But what's your prediction, fella? And everyone, what else? What are all your predictions? Absolute legends for leaving comments. Let's go back to your comments, everyone. Karius or Mignolet? Smell. I'd go Karius. Obviously, there's no doubting about that. In terms of who plays that Karius, we've all seen the quality in which he's played. Ryan, he's commented, I hope Solanke gets a start against Porto. Thank you very much, lad. I did mention that to a couple of years, didn't I? Like, Dom Solanke is a player with huge ability. Obviously, still young. He's probably, I think he's my age, or I think he's probably even younger. I'm absolutely jealous that he's playing for Liverpool Football Club at his age. But he's one of those very raw players. We're not going to see the best out of Dom Solanke until another 4 years. Well, obviously, but give him more chances in this Liverpool team. He's learning off the very best attacking players in this country. Obviously, he's going in every single day, watching Mohamed Salah, watching Bobby Firmino, watching the movements of obviously Sadio Mane. He's looking at those three, and Mohamed Salah is the best example. He joins top goal scorer, and anything that Dom Solanke can learn off, obviously, Mohamed Salah, that's only going to do him absolutely amazing in the run in the next couple of years. But as I said, mate, I would say, Ryan, you've mentioned, as you just said then, Dom Solanke playing against Porto. I think I would play him, mate, as well. Give him a little run out. Danny Ings as well. Don't forget Danny Ings. But I'd hopefully those two do get a run for the money in the Champions League. Naby will rock the Premier League next season. That's from LFC is my religion. Very much so, mate. He will. You're going to the Porto game, Jack? I wish I was, mate. I couldn't get a ticket. I do try and get tickets as possible, but it's so difficult to get hold of any tickets really. But I will be watching it in the pub, I think, with my mates. But yeah, I will do my post-match analysis as well with all yous. But I can't wait, mate. It's going to be a fantastic game, and we still need to do our job. We still need to win. Yet we're winning 5-0 on aggregate, but no disrespect to Porto. They're a very good team, and I tell you what, if they score, maybe they have to come out and score. They will score at Anfield. There's no if, buts, or maybes about that. I think we might just score some more. But yeah, it's going to be an exciting game, mate. I just can't wait until, not jumping the gun too soon, but hopefully, touch wood, everything stays the same. We go through and we progress. I just can't wait to see who we do get in the next rounds. Fingers crossed, everything goes as smooth as possible. David West, Liverpool need a world-class striker for next season. Thank you very much, lad. That's a quality question. A quality statement from you, mate. It's been a question which been posed a lot around the Premier League, and even before this season, mate. Everyone, quality statement by David. What does everyone else think in terms of, do Liverpool need a world-class striker? For me personally, I've always thought they do as well, mate. Because as much I love Bobby Firmino, hopefully we could maybe put him. So apologies about that, everyone. Put that on mute. We could possibly put him more into that midfield. But it does help when you've got to just look at Harry Kane. He just gets one chance and it's like bang, goal. You did look at Suarez when we had him, but for me, mate, I would still go out for another striker if possible. How much that takes, but I think priority-wise, we're looking at more, obviously, goalkeeping, another centre-back possibly, obviously a defensive midfielder. There's a lot more positions at the minute that are still key priorities in terms of us buying, but I do get that absolute statement bang on there, mate, because if any of our forward line do get injured, we're left, no disrespect to Dom Solanke, as we mentioned before, but most top teams in Europe do have quality world-class backup. You just have to look at Real Madrid's bench and obviously Barcelona's bench as well, the players in which they're bringing on, but we could do with very much a 20, 25 goal a season, each season striker, world-class striker. that's with the addition, obviously, getting Bobby Firmino to sign a new contract. But yeah, mate, I personally do, mate. Quality question, thank you, Lar. LFC was my religion. I have to say 3-1 to us, obviously, for the Manchester United game. Head says 1-1. My live bird heart says 3-1 to the Redmen. Yes, Lar. Paul's the one. Paul is commenting saying, I think you're right about low score against. Come on, you Reds! Me dad just loves crashing my live streams, Johnny. So that was who you could hear. You could hear. I think you're right about the low score against the Manx. 0-0 or a goal either way, but let's pray for the Salah hat-trick. Yes, Paul. We've all been praying for a Salah hat-trick. I thought he'd possibly get it against Newcastle because you see that, and you see the quality attack and play in which Liverpool have been shown the last couple of weeks, and there's got to be a game where Mohamed Salah does get his hat-trick. There's going to be one game where he just absolutely batters a team when he just turns up, scores every single chance he has, and does a Suarez against Norwich and just absolutely batters them. But yeah, thank you very much, mate. So I'm looking forward to the Porto. Jack, I think if it goes well, it will set us up for the Manchester United game. Very much so, Tom, mate. It's very important that we do get momentum going into, obviously, the Manchester United game. Because even though I did talk about before about me starting lineup, you do look at some managers, they don't like to change a winning team. If I was a manager of Liverpool, I'd still leave the team as it is. But in terms of the games, and Liverpool have got the team quality in terms of swapping and changing. Not in terms of obviously the forward line, but obviously in the midfield, there's a couple of players that we can bring into the Porto game, and he can do a job, and defensively as well. I'd keep Karius in goal for the Porto, and then obviously for the Manchester United game. But yeah, mate, Paul isn't Mo Salah world class. He might get 35 to 40 this season. Yeah, mate, Paul. Salah's a right winger, isn't he? But he's very much a forward thinking player, isn't he, mate? But it's the beauty, because you do look at the likes when if you look at the prime example, you look at Barcelona when they were winning Champions League and La Ligas. They had Thierry Henry, Messi, and obviously, I think who was it? David Villa. When they were winning, and Pedro as well. You had all those attacking players. But it's about goal contribution. I think Mane will get at least 20 goals next season in the Premier League in terms of out-and-out Premier League goals. And if Mohamed Salah, imagine if you had a 30-40 goal a season Mohamed Salah, and then you add on to that, obviously Bobby Firmino's goals coming from midfield a bit deeper, and then you've got maybe a 25 to 30 goal a season striker. I'll tell you what, that would be frightening. Because there is some games when you have watched Liverpool this season, as much as Bobby Firmino is lovely attack and play, he does lack sometimes that attacking ability in terms of just getting that first shot away and getting it into the back of the net. Because it's called poacher goals, innit? You're looking at some chances that Bobby gets. Not many, I'll tell you that now this season. Bobby, he's done an absolutely fantastic job, and he's going to continue doing that. But for me, if Liverpool want to get to the next level, I'm not set with Bobby Firmino still on the team, bearing in mind. But that's it. We're speaking that we need more. We could possibly get another striker as well, but that's what we want as Liverpool Football Club and fans. We want more goals. We want goals. And it's not like, oh, if he doesn't play, he's not going to get a game. It's about bringing players in with no loss of quality in that team. Because I tell you what, if you're bringing off Bobby Firmino and say in an imaginary world, if you could bring in on Messi off the bench, or it'd be madness, wouldn't it? But I tell you what, it's an exciting game coming up, obviously against Porto and Manchester United. But everyone, I think that's it by everyone. But thank you. If you could just leave a like on the video, everyone, as well, just so everyone else can get involved in the live stream as well. But thank you very much, everyone, for joining me. I've really loved doing a live show. But enjoy the rest of the Sunday. If you not have your Sunday roast, have it and enjoy. Have a quality weekend. Enjoy Monday if you possibly can. Mondays, no one likes Mondays. But up to Reds, we got 3 points against the Newcastle. But yeah, thank you very much, every single one of you that has joined me tonight. I will be doing a lot more live streams as well, but I've really loved it. Thank you, Tom. As I've said, my religion. Paul, every single one of you that has joined tonight, really do appreciate it. And I'll see you very soon for obviously the Porto pre-match and post-match as well. And if anyone has joined the live stream after as well, get involved. We can talk in the comment section below. Love yous and leave yous, Reds, and you'll never walk alone. Cheers out, everyone. Thank you, everyone.